What is up, guys? Sumi here with ThoughtCast, and if you're a girl that's going through a breakup right now, this is the video for you. So if you're going through a breakup, your boyfriend cheated on you, whatever it might be, stop what you're doing right now and take a listen to this video. Breakups are really hard. Okay, and breakups are something that you have to go through in life. I think anybody that gets to that higher level of relationship understanding has to go through a couple breakups to learn who they are, what they like, what they don't like, and the things to avoid in certain relationships. This thing that you're going through right now, this emotional roller coaster, this period of pain and depression and sadness, it's not going to last forever. It's the first thing you got to understand, and it's probably something that's really good for you because whether you like it or not, this relationship is not working out. This guy does not want to be with you. Maybe he cheated on you. Whatever is happening right now, you need to fundamentally understand that things are not working. Something is broken, and it may be able to get fixed, and you probably have tried to fix it in certain ways by telling him, by talking to him, by saying, hey, look, I need this from you. And if he's not reciprocating or there's no compromise there, it's not going to be fixed. So logically, the first thing you need to do in a breakup is to fundamentally understand that you cannot reach out. Women are the biggest culprits of reaching out, trying to fix things, and honestly, begging for attention from guys. Because a lot of women want attention. Like, you want attention from this guy. You love him. You care about him. He might be a complete loser. He might be the worst guy in the world, but you still want him because you're comfortable. But the last thing you got to do right now is to reach out for him. Typically, it's a thing that you don't want to do that's going to get you the most results in life, and especially with breakups. All the intentions and the feelings you have to call this guy and to reach out to him, you've got to kill them. Okay, some girls are really good at this. Most girls are not. So that's the first thing I want you to understand. You need to understand that this is what's going to happen, right? Number one, he might end up with another woman happily ever after. Great. Good for him. It wasn't you. He didn't want to be with you. Otherwise, it would have happened with you, and he would have tried to pursue you. If he's with another girl, let him be happy with that girl. It does not matter how good he is, how great he is, the memories that you had. Let him do it. You fixating and sitting over here sad, emotionally depressed, upset over a guy that wants to be with another girl is the worst thing you could do with your life. Second thing is, if he does decide to come back and he goes out there in the world, I'm going to tell you why he's coming back. He just couldn't find someone that was better than you. He went out there, he tried it, and he couldn't find any luck with the girls that are out there. That's why he's coming back. So keeping it real with you, becoming emotionally detached to him is the best thing that you can do, because if he does want to come back, you can have that conversation with him and say, look, I don't want this anymore, or I love you still, let's try it and let's go about it in a slow way. So there's two ways that you can go even from there. But you've got to understand that emotionally detaching is the number one thing that you have to do. A breakup does not mean that you chase this guy and you talk to him. I got to keep sprinkling it in this video because you need to understand that this guy does not want to be with you. He does not want to give you commitment. He does not see you as stable enough to be his partner, even though it's been XYZ amount of time. So let it go. Move on. Stop fixating over someone that does not want you, because all you're doing is letting him know, oh, this girl still wants me after I broke up with her. This girl still wants me after I'm cheating on her. I must be the king. I must have all the sauce. I must have all the juice. I might be the number one guy. I got to show the chains, right? I might be the best guy she's ever gotten. And you basically create the monster. You fuel his ego. You're making him a bad person to you, whereas he's simping and chasing other women that are giving him a little bit of scarcity. You're just an option. So you got to stop this. Next thing I want you to understand is, don't listen to your friends that want to go out and party and introduce you to a bunch of guys. Take a moment, take a month, take a couple weeks, and just cry it out. Deal with the emotions. Watch some breakup movies. You have got to isolate yourself to process this breakup. The worst thing that you can do is jump into another relationship and start talking to a bunch of guys, because guys will talk to you. Guys will come by the droves. You're fresh meat on the market. You're new on sale. You just got through a breakup. Men know that you're all over the place and you want to act up. And it's so tempting to go on that date with that guy that's been in your DMs. It's so tempting to just give sexual attention and access to men that don't even know you. You're going to let all these men win, and I promise you're going to regret sleeping with dudes that you don't even know because you're in pain right now. Do not stack on more bodies with guys that don't necessarily meet the marriage requirements that you want just because you want to get over a guy. Do not get under somebody trying to get over someone. Worst mistake you make of your life. You're going to look stupid. You're going to give guys access that don't deserve it, and you're acting emotionally. Stop listening to your feelings. Focus on what's right. isolate yourself and process the emotions that you have. So after you've done that period of isolation, and honestly, during that period of isolation, you need to surround yourself with masculine energy. Hang out with male friends. Hang out with girls in a social setting with other men. Surround yourself with men that are interested in you. Don't sleep with them. Don't go out of your way to create that emotional attachment with them. Surround yourself with men that are giving you positive reinforcement and that are complimenting you. This is good for you. You need this. You need to get back out there. And the big thing that you got to do is not get caught up in jumping into another relationship right away. Because what will happen is you'll just end up in the same cycle. You'll go for guys that are just like your ex, probably not good guys, and you'll end up finding yourself in the same situation again. And these guys are picking you up at a discount. They're picking you up when you're emotionally vulnerable, and they're going to take advantage of you. You've got to heal. This is the big thing that women don't necessarily do all the time. They don't heal. They don't sit there and isolate and think about their emotions. I want you to write down the things that your ex didn't do for you. I want you to write down the things that you expected in the relationship. And I want you to also humble yourself in a way because, you know, a lot of women will gas you up with this false idea of like, you're the queen, you're this, you're that. You're a great girl probably, but you don't want to get too crazy with this. You don't want to run with this mindset of I'm the best girl alive and he deserved it. There's things that you do wrong in the relationship as well. You've got to be accountable here. And honestly, the first thing you probably did wrong was choosing a guy that didn't fit your requirements, that didn't reciprocate with you, and you didn't look at the red flags. Women have to look at red flags more so than men. Men, we have a lot of time to find the girl that we need. We have that benefit. It takes time for us to build our value, but we also have time, once we've built that value, to find women that we want. A guy can get married to a girl that's very young at 40 years old. Trust me, go overseas, you'll see it all the time. A guy has a lot of time. Women don't. You're the youngest you are in this very moment, and your marketplace aggression in the sexual marketplace decreases every single day. You cannot waste your time dealing with men that are not serious about you. So you've got to be very careful to filter out men. You've got to attract men, but you've got to filter out the ones that you don't want. So my big advice to women that go through a breakup is to take the time to heal, go on dates with men that make sense for you, and go on quick dates. Don't go too long, and you need to also travel. I think traveling will heal your soul because when you can travel to other parts of the world, you realize the world is just bigger. There's more people out there. He's not the only one. Your world does not revolve around him. You revolve around the world. That's just the truth. And you got to understand this too. You've got to work out. Hit the gym. Get in the best shape of your life. There's nothing that kills a guy more than anything else than seeing the girl he broke up with get a tighter waist, get a bigger butt, get more toned arms, take care of herself, get her makeup right. When a woman elevates physically, sexually, emotionally out of a relationship in the absence of that guy, he's going to realize like, yo, I was a problem. She got better without me. Oh my God, I messed up. That is where you win the breakup. Don't focus on winning the breakup, but I know the initial stages are going to be, how can I get this guy crawling, begging towards me so I have that control? It's by looking better. I hate to say it, you've got to look better. You've got to hit the gym. You've got to focus on being the best looking that you possibly can be in the highest level of presentation. Change your wardrobe. Focus more on your business. Read more books. Eat healthier. Elevate yourself as a person. Because when you elevate in the absence of him, there's nothing he can do but sit there and watch you glow up. A lot of women I know have a crazy glow up after a breakup. They're with a guy that didn't treat them right. Boom. Outside of that, they elevate. And that's what you need to be. And that's what you need to do. And I hope this video makes sense for you right now because the number one thing I want you to avoid doing is going out, partying, drinking, because that's when a guy knows I won. When I see an ex go out and party and go crazy after a breakup and dye her hair different colors and be all sorts of wild, I know that I won. I know that I won the breakup because she's doing things that are not in her nature. When someone can take you out of your initial nature and who you are, they are causing you to have so much emotional volatility and turmoil inside that you are doing everything and anything to get attention. Stop that. Don't do that. Ground yourself, control yourself, and focus on elevating in the correct ways. Shout out to K&D for allowing us to use their penthouse to film this video. This is an awesome place to be in. I live in the K&D units, and if you're in the Cleveland area and need a spot to live in, check out K&D. They got the best units out. And guys, if you ever want to connect with me, all the links are down in the description below. You can connect with me on social media, in the community, whatever you want, I'm available. It just takes me a little bit of time to respond. And until next time, Sumi out.